How's it going, everybody? It is iVisual. I hope you guys are having a beautiful day, and welcome back to another Pokemon Ultra Sun and Moon Wi-Fi battle versus Legion over here in the Monotype tier. So I'm going to be using Mono Rock today. Going to lead off with my Rhyperior. It is Impish Nature, max HP, max defense with weakness policy, as Legion unfortunately has Mono Fire versus Mono Rock. He leads off with this Air Balloon Tran, as he just throws off a Flash Cannon. I was hoping that he won't be like Modest. I think Specs is the only way he can knock me out. Maybe Life Orb, maybe just Modest can have a role to knock me out. But I was thinking he'd just get his Stealth Rocks up. So yeah, he has Mono Fire. Unfortunately, his only Mon that takes neutral damage from Rock type moves is the Heatran, and unfortunately, again, I hit it with a nice +2 Rock Slide as it activated my weakness policy by going for the Flash Cannon. So I just wanted to lead off with Rhyperior versus his team because, you know, it kind of just doesn't die to anything really, and it just gets off a nice weakness policy hit if he hits it with a nice super effective move. So now I bring in my Mega Diancie, Earth Power the Heatran, and he does not have a too good switch into Mega Diancie at all. So that's the thing about Monotype. It really is just matchup based, especially when you fight against your one biggest weakness. And because since you're weak to rock and you barely can even touch rock with fire, I mean, even with your stab moves, electric is not really super effective against most rock types. And then you have Volcarona. I mean, the only thing was Heatran really. He has Charizard in the back, probably Charizard X, could be Charizard Y with a fire team. But usually I would see like maybe a drought Pokemon for Charizard and other fire types, because I used to run like Torkoal. Gets rocks up, has rapid spin, is really nice on a mono fire team. So unfortunately, he's just gonna get Diamond Stormed all the way through and Earth Powered. Arcanine does live that though, so that's pretty impressive, and I think he just actually critical hits me over here with a nice, beautiful chunk off me, and puts me in range of any kind of attack up next, because I did get, I think, +2 defense with the Diamond Storm. So that's pretty unfortunate, but hey, at least he can maybe bounce right back, because, you know, never give up. Even when the matchup is bad, you don't really know. Because I played some scary teams with this Mono Rock. You guys will see later on in the video. So yeah, in comes the Darmanitan's Choice Scarf. That's how it outspeeds me. And unfortunately, since that critical hit close combat, it is able to knock me out. I'm not too sure how much the Earthquake would do with +2 Mega Diancie, but hey, at least I get to use some different mons, since Mega Diancie was going on a tear right there, just annihilating all these fire types. I mean, you know, Mega Diancie just super strong with its Diamond Storm. I think I'm running Naive Nature as well, minus special defense plus speed, just for having more attack investments for Diamond Storm damage. That's usually what happens with Mega Diancie, at least. So yeah, we go to Tyranitar, take the Earthquake, hit that Stone Edge luckily, and then in comes Charizard X. Now, I was kind of scared of Charizard X. I was thinking about going into Terrakion, because Terrakion is Choice Scarf. I can pretty much take anything Charizard wants to go for, and they can just fire off an Earthquake. But I was like, I can just throw off a Stone Edge. I'm not going to miss. As he does go for the Dragon Dance, probably hoping for me to want to miss a Stone Edge at least, or maybe predict me to switch out. Maybe hoping that I won't have Choice Scarf Terrakion. So unfortunately, I missed that Stone Edge right there on Smog, and that's kind of scary. But I'm hoping that maybe he goes for another Dragon Dance and I go for a Stone Edge. But if he does do that, that could be kind of bad for me, because then he would be able to outspeed my Terrakion. But luckily he does not, and does not allow me to miss another Stone Edge. So down goes Terrakion. I know he has Earthquake because he just showed it, so I'm thinking his last two moves are Flare Blitz and Dragon Claw. Probably just 3 attacks, Dragon Dance. I don't think he's going to have Roost, which is very, very good for me, because then I can just throw off an Earthquake, weaken him, and then he would probably be in range of a Flare Blitz, because he'd probably have to go for that against Cradily to knock it out, since my Cradily is bold and it can pretty much take anything from a +1 Mega Charizard X. I mean, this Terrakion took a +1 Dragon Claw to the face. It's probably a roll, but I think also Sandstorm had one more turn, I'm pretty sure. Maybe. I don't know, I forget in the battle, but I think it had one more turn, but it doesn't matter, because Terrakion lived and I can outspeed the Mega Charizard X and knock it out. So yeah, GG to Legion. Unfortunately, that is matchup based, because Rock just kind of annihilates fire. So now we have a matchup versus me where it's not looking too good. We have Mono Grass. So at least I can have my Rock type moves not be barely taking any damage, just like how fire is not very effective against rock. Rock is neutral damage to grass pretty much. So yeah, he has a scary team though. I'm thinking like Mega Venusaur is just gonna be a nightmare to play against because I mean it's just so dang bulky. I'll have to hit it with like Banded Stone Edge from Tyranitar to be able to do something at least. So I lead off with Rhyperior because I feel like Rhyperior is just going to be my dedicated lead most of the time. I wish I had a Stealth Rocker on this team. I don't have a Stealth Rocker, which is kind of funny when all my Pokemon are Rock types, and usually all Rock types can learn Stealth Rock. So, yeah, I don't know. I didn't make the team. I forgot who made it, though. It didn't have the name on it, Pokemon Showdown. It was like an old team, too, so I'm not too sure. But yeah, he actually switches out the Serp after going for a sub when I just throw off an Ice Punch into Ferrothorn. So I'm guessing he's probably thinking I'm Focus Sash because I just let off with it and I'm just going for Ice Punches. So I just have the Fire Punch and I break the Aqua Berry, which is very, very nice. Get an unfortunate burn on the Ferrothorn. I don't know if that will matter later on in the game. We'll see because maybe Ferrothorn will want to keep that attack potentially. Who knows? And also it is nice burn damage, just whittling it down 6% each turn. So he does get his Rocks up, which kind of sucks. Weakening my Mons every time I switch in. Brings in the Venusaur as I throw off another Fire Punch. And Venusaur is just going to Mega Evolve and get that nice Synthesis up, since it has Thick Fat as its ability when it Mega Evolves. And it won't take anything. So I go for an Earthquake over here, kind of hoping that maybe I can get a crit or something like that. I could probably switch out. Maybe I should have switched out my Rhyperior, but I was like, Rhyperior, you just like died everything. You were just a sack, to be honest, but actually did more than I thought. Like, I thought I would just get Leaf Stormed by that Serperior. Like, literally, Serperior destroys my team. I literally lose, like, maximum 2 Mons every time that thing clicks Leaf Storm, I would say. But, like I said, he was probably scared of Focus Sash Rhyperior, and he didn't want to take the Ice Punch damage, because then that could be, a weakened Serperior. Maybe he gets knocked out, who knows. Maybe frozen. He's just playing a little bit cautious. You never really know. So anyways, I bring in my Tyranitar. I expect him to switch out, potentially, but he didn't, so I was like, dang it. I went for a Crunch, and it does not 2-hit KO Mega Venusaur. That is max defense Mega Venusaur for you. Usually they're a little bit more Spadef, but in Monotype, he's running max defense. Because in Monotype, we run a lot of different sets, not usual from, the regular tiers like OU and stuff. Because you gotta just, like, take into all different types and all different Pokemon in that type group, I guess. So I guess he just opts for Mega max defense Venusaur. So I just throw off another Crunch. He goes for a Giga Drain. He can't go for Synthesis. Well, he can, but it only heal, I think, 25% of his HP because of the Sandstorm. So that's very good for me. Unfortunately, the Leech Seed and the Giga Drain really weakened my Tyranitar, so I had barely any switches at all, and I can't take another grass move from anything. So I switch out Tyranitar over here because I expect him to switch out into the Virizion. Since I'm just throwing off Crunches, he should know I'm Banded Adamant, judging from the damage. So that's why I go into my Diancie over here as he goes into Ferrothorn. So I guess Ferrothorn is just a nice sack, and he wants to potentially just get some Iron Barbs damage, and maybe even live with Crunch, but I doubt it because I'm Banded. So luckily I do have the Hidden Power Fire on this Mega Diancie, so I just go for that and to knock out the Ferrothorn. I think he was sad because the Aqua Berry popped when I went for the Fire Punch for Rhyperior. He's like, this is why I needed Aqua Berry, to potentially live a HP Fire for Mega Diancie, I guess, and maybe throw off a Gyro Ball. But luckily I did have Fire Punch on the Rhyperior, and he did not Leaf Storm me with that Rhyperior on that Rhyperior, because he would just have one-shotted me, which is very nice to bluff sometimes. You just bluff a Focus Sash lead. So yeah, he brings in the Diancie. I'm like, please, please, for the love of goddamn Storm. Nope. Unfortunate. As he throws off a Giga Drain, but luckily I do live that because of the Sandstorm. Even though I am naive, it does a ton of damage. If the Sandstorm was not here, I would have been knocked out. Sandstorm does go down, so that's kind of bad for me, but the Venusaur is pretty dang low. I wish I had Stealth Rocks up, though, because if I had Stealth Rocks up, then the Venusaur would have been gone. So I wish I did, but oh well. I have Magicoat, which doesn't really help, on my Cradily, and I have Magic Bounce on my Mega Diancie, but that doesn't help as well. I think it's Magicoat or Miracle, I don't know, I forget what I had. I think it's Miracle, actually, not Magicoat on my Cradily. Never mind. So yeah, the only thing that can really bounce things back is my Mega Diancie, I'm pretty sure. Unless I'm just like going crazy and I forget what my Cradily moveset is. It's like Giga Drain, Recover, Toxic. No rock move. Yeah, it's Miracle. Okay. But anyways, yeah, we sack Tyranitar to the Sceptile, get the sand back up, that's pretty much the goal. And also I get a nice Diamond Storm damage up on the Sceptile, so that's nice. Unfortunately, does not knock it out. Maybe I should run more attack on that Diancie. Could have knocked out the Mega Venusaur, could have knocked out the Sceptile. Man, just go max attack, Mega Diancie. What? Who cares? Who needs special attack? Nah, that's bad. Don't do that. I just wish I had rocks up. So anyways, we go to Terrakion. In comes the Green Ranger. Nice CC damage, and it down goes the Virizion to the Sandstorm. So that's pretty good for me because now we don't have to waste any more sand turns because maybe I will need it for any special attacking moves. So in comes the Venusaur. I'm like, oh no, this max defense Venusaur is gonna live this close combat. I'm gonna just like go for it and hope I get a nice high roll. Nope, that barely does anything. Venusaur just lives it, and I think he just goes for a Giga Drain. And he gets so much HP back because I lower my special defense, so it's pretty much just like no, Sandstorm is up, since Sandstorm does raise my special defense. Also, yeah, I had like prior close combats as well, so I'm like really low on special defense. So down goes Terrakion. Maybe I should have kept it. Probably should have, since this is the only thing that really outspeeds his entire team. Now everything is really slow. So now I'm gonna bring in my Cradily. Probably should have went for a Miracle over here, but I wasn't too sure if he would like stay in. I don't know. I just went for a Giga Drain. I thought he would maybe like switch into something, but at the same time, I was just like accepting my fate because I was like, this is over. Because Rhyperior kind of just wins now with Leaf Storm. There's nothing I can really do. But I don't really give up, so you never really know. Maybe I can pull through and win the game. So I think now I go for a Miracle as he goes for a Giga Drain, which I went for that the first time because maybe I would have knocked him out with that Sludge Bomb damage. Not too sure why he went for Giga Drain this time. Maybe he was just trying to get some more HP. So yeah, Venusaur does live because the Sandstorm subsides on the last turn. So I really should have Miracled right there. I just really thought he would switch. So yeah, he goes for the Synthesis, gets all his HP back with the Mega Venusaur, and unfortunately, that is going to be the Mega Venusaur just gonna live like everything. I mean, Cradily could potentially like maybe beat Venusaur, like because Synthesis only has 8 PP and Recover has way more, but Sludge Bomb I think will do too much, and he could potentially get a poison. So I just keep firing off Giga Drains until he can knock me out, but it's not really gonna last for long since most of his other Pokemon can just come in and just like demolish me. So in comes Sceptile, which is a sack because I can knock that thing out with a Giga Drain, and it's only at like, I don't know, red range of HP, 10 HP, 10%. So in comes Maya, the Rhyperior, as he just throws off some substitutes, and yeah, my best move to hit it with is a Giga Drain. So I just go for a Recover right there, hoping that he'd go for a Leaf Storm and maybe I can recover some HP. Actually, I think I misclicked too. I didn't mean to click that. But yeah, he just goes for a Leaf Storm, gets that plus special attack. Go for a Miracle to break the sub, so that's nice. But it's not really... I'm hoping that maybe he misses all his Leaf Storms. Is what I'm going to try and do. So at least Cradily is pulling through and doing something by living hits. And he goes for another sub as I try to Toxic it. As that does not work because Substitute negates that. And it's good to know that he's leftovers so that he regains a lot of HP back every time he subs. Nice 12%, I'm pretty sure, when he substitutes. And the 2 turns he subs. So yeah, anyways, he knocks me out the Leaf Storm right there. And that is going to be game. Unless he can miss, and then I can hit 2 Fire Punches with my Banded Jolly Alolan Golem. But unfortunately, that is not the case. He just goes for Leaf Storm, knocks me out. So down goes Alolan Golem. But hey, he can miss another one, so you never really know. Maybe. I don't know. Can he miss another one? Can he? Can you, Superior? Diancie, can you pull through? Because actually, I think Diancie outspeeds the rest of his team. And maybe I can critical hit the Mega Venusaur at max HP with Diamond Storm. Like, just an ultra critical hit out of nowhere. No, that's not the case. Unfortunately, yeah. Mega Diancie goes down to Leaf Storm. So the matchup, I guess, really is... If you are weak to the Pokemon, you're just going to lose. I feel like that always happens in Monotype. So, next up, yeah, anyways, GG to Kevin and GG to Legion. Next up, we got Obie. And he got Mono Water. So, it's actually not that bad It's a little better than grass because we have one water immunity, which is Cradily, so maybe I can pull through. Looking at his team, it's definitely probably Mega Sharpedo because with no like Drizzlemon, actually yeah, Drizzle's allowed in Rain and Monotype, but I think Damp Rock is just banned. Maybe one of his Mons have Drizzle, but I doubt it. Maybe it could just be Mega Swampert or Drizzle, but yeah, he has a very scary team. Just like a bunch of threats. Like, yeah, Cradily is immune to water, but his water-type Pokemon have a really nice dual stab, like Sharpedo with Crunch. Even though I am bold Cradily, I can take a hit, but then Keldeo with Seeker Sword, Swampert with Earthquake, Toxapex with Toxic maybe, or Toxic Spikes, and Mantine probably with Toxic. So a lot of his water types can probably just beat Cradily, most likely. And in Greninja, I mean, probably with Dark Pulse. I mean, Cradily could probably only beat Greninja, most likely. I mean, it can beat Swampert as well. Swampert can't really beat it, unless it has Toxic and Protect and switches out. But yeah, anyways, I stayed in with Terrakion as he led off with Swampert because I was predicting to want to go for Stealth Rocks since, you know, you lead off with Swampert, the Pert, you probably want to get your Rock Slip. And I have a really easy switch on, which is Cradily, so I'm thinking he'd probably just throw off Rocks, or maybe a Toxic, I don't know. So, nice close combat damage on the Swampert. Now I go to Cradily on the Earthquake. Don't really take it too well, but I do have leftovers, and I can just Giga Drain and get some HP back. So, he brings in Toxapex over here. Kind of wish I had Mega Diancie ready to go and switching on the Toxapex, because then I can just bounce back some Toxic Spikes. But maybe he'll predict that and go for a Scald, so that's a little risky. And also, it does a lot of damage since I am running negatives. Special defense nature. So he does get the T-Spike up right there. This is the beginning of the end, because with that T-Spike up, that's just nice residual damage on my Cradily, which really matters, and pretty much all the rest of my other rock types. So I probably should have let off with Rhyperior and just like Earthquake or something like that. But the Swampert probably had Scald and would have just like one-shotted me most likely. But I was like, maybe I could live one and maybe get a weakness policy off, I don't know. But yeah, anyways, I go for Diamond Storm here because I thought he would switch into Mantine, but I was wrong. Because I think Earth Power would just like, I think cleanly KO Toxapex from that range, I'm pretty sure. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I mean, I don't know his EV spread. Could be max special defense. But yeah. I take that Scald, fortunately, since Toxapex is super dang weak. But still, not really good damage that I'd like to take. As I just try to Earth Power him, but he makes a nice play going into the Ray, predicting me to go for the Earth Power right there, so... now he goes into the Swampert as I just throw off the Diamond Storm. Now I'm praying that the Swampert goes down to the Moonblast over here. I think it's a roll to knock out Mega Swampert, regular Swamperts from this range of HP. I'm pretty sure with Moonblast. Maybe it's not, if I remember correctly. I don't know, but I just went for the Moonblast because I didn't really have a good switch in at all, since Swampert can just Earthquake my Mono Rock team. So he just throws off the Scald and knocks out Mega Diancie. Mega Diancie losing it is kind of huge because now I don't have a Pokemon that just like kind of hits hard on against his entire team. Like he doesn't have too good switching to Mega Diancie at all. Like I can just Earth Power, Moonblast, Diamond Storm, and just like 4 switches pretty much. So that losing it really does suck. So now I bring in Terrakion over here. I probably should have just went for like a Stone Edge, but I really didn't want to miss. So I just went for a close combat, and also maybe he'd bring in Keldeo and give some free setup or something like that, which I don't want. So I just wanted to go for a close combat. Toxapex just easily walls the crap out of that, as you know, only Choice Scarf Terrakion barely can do anything to a Toxapex. So now I switch out, and plus even if I went for Stone Edge, I want to do that much. So bring in Cradily because I do want to just have normal Toxic on the Cradily. I don't want to have badly poisoned. So as I predict him to want to probably go for a T-Spike, because if I get badly poisoned with Cradily, then it's just like gonna lose no matter what. But if I get only, you know, regular poison, which is only 12%, and it's only gonna be 12% like every single turn instead of badly poison, because badly poison always gradually gets worse and worse damage. So with 1 T-Spike up, but now he has 2, so now the rest of my Mons are not gonna appreciate that. But most of them are not gonna really stay in for much because they're banded. Maybe they would, I don't know. But Cradily is the most important of the team since this is the only Mono immune to water. So yeah, he brings in the Swampert as I just go for a recover, and now he gets a nice Earthquake off on me, as I do believe I just go for the Giga Drain to knock out the Swampert and get a little bit of chip of HP. It's not too much though, since You know, it's a really, really low Swampert, but something to potentially live a hit. So I think over here he brings in the Keldeo and goes for something. Yeah, he brings in Keldeo and goes for a Calm Mind. I just wanted to stay in and go for a Giga Drain because maybe I can weaken it, and I was pretty sure I could take a Secret Sword unless he's like Specs. Maybe I go down, but I don't really have a good switch into Keldeo, so I was like, yeah, we'll just stay in and go for a Giga Drain. It does decent amount, even at +1 special defense, so that's really, really nice. So now over here, I'm like, alright, he's probably going to go for the Secret Sword now and do a ton of damage, and I don't want Cradily getting weakened because this is my main way of potentially winning. So I'm going to switch out my Cradily. Maybe I can go for... Actually, I don't think I can go for Mirror Coat. Maybe I can for Secret Sword, I don't know. But it's not worth it. Rather just sack Rhyperior. And Rhyperior max defense actually, unfortunately, gets to a KO. But at the same time, I lived that pretty decently. Like, I could have maybe sacked something else and went Rhyperior, but he'd probably just go for his Scald and knock me out. Maybe he's Hydro Pump and he doesn't want to miss Hydro Pump as well, though. Maybe he's just WAD-EMZ is what I'm guessing. But yeah, Rhyperior just goes down. Maybe I should have kept it, though. Could take a hit from potential Sharpedo, since Sharpedo might not have Waterfall, potentially. And maybe Greninja is not Battle Bond, but I think it is Battle Bond like this entire time, because Battle Bond... Actually, Battle Bond's banned from MONOTYPE, never mind. Yeah, I think at the time I just didn't know Battle Bond was banned, because I didn't play too much MONOTYPE. Because this is a little older battle. But yeah, I just go in Terrakion, try and hit the Keldeo with a CC, but unfortunately Toxapex comes in and just utterly walls that, so... Even if I predict it, it's just going to live, and probably he's just going to switch out. Maybe I could, actually, with the Keldeo weakened, went for a Stone Edge right there. But, oh well. So now I bring in Cradily as he makes a fine switch into Mantine over there. Covers me, potentially, not being Choice Scarf, I guess, and me going for an Earthquake or something like that, I think. Because he doesn't know for sure if I'm Choice Scarf Terrakion or not. He's just assuming potentially. And I'm just kind of playing it as Choice Scarf as well, since I'm always switching out on the Toxapex, and I don't want to really take a, you know, Scald. So he actually switches out the Mantine into Toxapex right there. I guess maybe scouting for a Toxic with my Cradily if I did have Toxic right there, so that's a fine play on his part. And also just getting, I guess, Regenerator with Toxapex as well, if it was weakened, I remember. But anyways, yeah, I go into a lone Golem over here as Toxapex, I think, what did it go for, Recover or something like that? I don't know. Well, obviously didn't go for Scald when I switched this, and I was just like, yeah, we just need to hit this thing hard and pray that Wild Charge knocks it out. But unfortunately, that is not the case, since the Toxapex was barely. So I wish I had Adamant Alolan Golem, because then that would just like drop it like a fly. But yeah, down goes my Alolan Golem after the Scald and Poison damage. And now I can bring in Tyranitar and Pursuit Trap the Toxapex, because I'm tired of this dang Toxapex always switching in on my Terrakion and living all these close combats. This is the only thing really stopping my close combats, except for Mantine, but Mantine doesn't appreciate a close combat, not gonna lie. Even though it is gonna take 2, but it doesn't appreciate it. Maybe I can get a crit and knock some Pokemon out. But anyways, yeah, down goes the Pex to my Pursuits, and I do believe he just goes into Sharpedo. Now the Shark, as the Shark is a big threat, since with T-Spikes up and Rocks up, it can just like really just break through my team. But luckily Cradily is bold and defensive. I can potentially take a hit with the Mega Sharpedo. There's a bug flying around here. Go away, bug. But anyways, yeah. He just goes for a Protect right there, which is very nice. I guess he wanted to see if I was going to be just Stone Edging him. Maybe he doesn't have Waterfall and just go for that and knock my... Actually, can he even knock out Tyranitar from that range? Probably not. Yeah. I think Sharpedo actually learns Liquidation. He could run that as well and maybe knock me out. But since he's Mega, maybe he can't knock me out from the range of HP Tyranitar is at, since Tyranitar could be max HP or just bulky. But yeah, he has Substance on Sharpedo, which is interesting and bad, because now he can stall out Sand, which is bad because then my Spit F goes down for my Rock types. But at least I still keep Tyranitar around, so maybe I can get it back up. But he's also whittling me down with the Poison. Only 6% since Leftovers gain 6%, and you know, 12 minus 6, 6, so only lose 6% of my HP every turn. And also he is weakening himself so that Giga Drain does not recover enough HP when I knock him out. And yeah, he's probably just hoping that he can potentially put me in range of a Crunch and hope that I'm not like max defense or something like that. But he should know that I'm really defensive from the Swampert's Earthquake damage from earlier. So still taking a little bit of 6% as he just keeps going for Protect and Substitutes, as I just keep spamming Giga Drain, just kind of hoping that maybe he would like choke or something like that, maybe switch out, let me get some Mons over here, nice Giga Drains, but no, he's playing it pretty well, the game. So Sharpedo, I do believe, is just going to Mega Evolve over here, because if he goes for another Substitute, yeah, Sand is gone. I mean, I guess he can go for another Substitute if he's at enough HP, he can, and really not make me get any HP at all. But I'm pretty sure, yeah, he just goes for the Mega Evolve and hopes to potentially knock me out the crutch. Time to sleep. Anyways, Sharpedo just does a lot of damage to my Cradily, and yeah, unfortunately, I don't really gain anything from that Giga Drain. So my best bet is to potentially maybe recover with a Scald from Mantine, if he wants to ever throw off a Scald, which I doubt he will, but maybe. He brings in the Keldeo. I think I just sack my Tyranitar because I want to keep my Terrakion, because Terrakion's like my only way of potentially winning the game, if that's not Scarf Greninja, since I know Keldeo is not Scarf since it's Calm Mind. Probably just Z-move. Yeah, Tyranitar goes down, and now I bring in my Terrakion, and I do believe I just click my Close Combats. I was thinking about predicting the Mantine to want to come in and go for a Stone Edge, but man, I just wasn't brave enough. I wasn't the man. I just couldn't do it. So unfortunately, he does go into the Mantine over here as I click my Close Combats, and it's just gonna take that pretty decently. I was kind of hoping maybe I can crit it or something like that, because it actually does a decent amount, not gonna lie. So over here it's a 50-50. I was really thinking he's going to switch out into Keldeo, but I just couldn't pull the trigger, because if I lose Terrakion, I just lose the game, honestly. Like if I stay in over here and he goes for a Scald, and I'm like -2 special defense, and I'm toxic, like I'm really, really low, and he just throw off a Scald. So I was like, maybe he throws off a Scald as I go into Cradily. This is my one shot of winning, and I can get enough HP to potentially recover off, and like this is the only Pokemon I can really recover on. So I was like, come on, let me recover, but unfortunately, that is not going to happen, because he goes into Keldeo over here. And honestly, you guys will see, like, there's really no shot of me winning the game, because of his Greninja just being able to outspeed my entire team, because it is going to be Choice Scarfed. And yeah, Cradily is going to go down to this Keldeo Secret Sword, as then I'm just going to bring in my Terrakion and hopefully knock out the Keldeo with the Close Combat. And yeah, I will, obviously, since I'm faster. But he could just bring in Greninja, which is Protein, and it's Choice Scarfed. So yeah, that's going to be a GG to Obie, which, I mean, you know, it's Protein. It's pretty obvious it's going to be Choice Scarf, since Battle Bond is banned from Monotype. So yeah, I was just hoping that maybe it wasn't going to be Choice Scarf, and like maybe I can get a nice crit on Mantine. I don't even know if crit can knock out Mantine from that range. And hope that maybe he doesn't have Water Shuriken as well, because he could be Protein with Life Orb and Water Shuriken. But yeah, he has extra Sensory, and down goes Terrakion. So maybe I should have kept, I don't know, maybe I should have just like stayed in with Terrakion, close combated, but I would be so low of HP, like there's nothing I could really have done. So yeah, this team really needs like Defog or something, like Mono Rock, or just like, I don't know, a Rocker, because I feel like Rocks would really help this team a lot. Funny enough, like I said, because this is a Mono Rock team. But yeah, last game we got versus Mono Fire again, which is funny because when I was doing the Wi-Fi battle stream, I had, you know, the start of the Wi-Fi battle stream, we had Mono Rock versus Mono Fire, and then at the end, we had Mono Rock versus Mono Fire. In the same day, I was like, wow, that's like interesting that we kind of got the same matchup again, but this time versus Smasher. And Smasher at least has two Pokemon that take neutral damage, Infernape and Heatran, from Rock-type moves, so that's something going for him. So maybe he can put some redemption for Mono Fire versus Mono Rock, because, you know, Infernape is a scary mon to play against with Fighting Stab. But anyways, yeah, I lead off with Rhyperior as he leads off with the Heatran. You already know what I'm going to do. I'm just going to go for my Heat Earthquake, actually, because he's not Air Balloon. As unfortunately he has a Lava Plume and burns me. So I'm like, dang it. Why couldn't you just like Flash Cannon or Earth Power me and give me my weakness policy? So Earthquake does not knock out the Heatran since I'm not weakness policy'd up. and I am burnt, and I'm not running any attack EVs. I'm just Impish max defense. So Heatran lives it, and now it can go for the Flash Cannon, and unfortunately knock me out. So down goes the Rhyperior, but hey, good play to him. At least he got the nice burn, which was very risky too. At least I guess he was really hoping to get that nice burn. But now I can bring in my Mega Diancie and just like annihilate everything like last time versus Mono Fire. So at least that's something we got going for us. We can't beat grass and water, but we can beat fire, the 3 starter type Pokemon. So yeah, who would have known? Rock is weak to water and grass, and is not weak to fire. So down goes Heatran to the Earth Power right there, as he brings in the Volcarona, which is gonna get annihilated. I was like, are you Focus Sash? What are you doing? Are you gonna Quiver Dance up and Giga Drain me? I mean, I don't really care. I'm just gonna go for the Diamond Storm and yeah, knock you out. Maybe he was hoping that I don't have Diamond Storm, potentially. I can see that, because I just showed off Earth Power. Maybe Mega Diancie wouldn't have a Rock move. Maybe he was hoping a miss, but unfortunately that's not the case. So now he brings in the Choice Scarf Victini and go for Zen Headbutt and flinches me. I'm like, oh, well that's scary. Don't flinch me again. I think I just switch out over here. No, I go for Earth Power. Never mind. As he actually brings in Infernape, which I was like, oh, you should have kept that in the back. Maybe that was Choice Scarf, but I think it probably wasn't, because he already had Choice Scarf Victini. So maybe it was like, I don't know, Z move, SD, Life Orb, I don't know. Maybe Banded, Specs, Focus Sash. No, it wasn't Focus Sash because it just went down to the Earth Power, so I don't know. But yeah, anyways, in comes Blacephalon. I was like, it could be Choice Scarf Blacephalon, so I'm just going to go into Tyranitar, and also Tyranitar just utterly swallows the crap out of Blacephalon. And also, he makes a nice play going for the Hidden Power Ground right there, I do believe. Maybe Hidden Power Grass, I don't know. Could be Hidden Power Ground, I'm guessing, for Heatran. But it could be Hidden Power Grass for Gastrodon. So I don't know. Could be either or, but anyways, I know for a fact it's not Hidden Power Fighting, since Blacephalon does not ever get Hidden Power Fighting. Just can't learn it. Since it has to have, I think, 31 IVs or something like that. I don't know, I forget. Something like that. Always. But yeah, anyways, we go for Pursuit, knock out Blacephalon. Down it goes. Does a decent amount, not gonna lie. 2 of those hits Hidden Power, so I don't know if that's Specs or something. Probably. Because I am in Sand, so it's like +1 special defense. And I'm Adamant, but I'm not running max HP, so Tyranitar is, you know, kind of not the usual Tyranitar with max HP, or Spadef, or a Soul Vest. But yeah, anyways, he brings in Charizard. I go hard in Terrakion over here, because I learned my lesson. Because if I just like, you know, stay in and go for Pursuit and stuff like that, he's gonna Dragon Dance up, and it won't do anything. So yeah, Terrakion can live an Earthquake either way from a neutral Mega Charizard X, and I'm just gonna go for a safe Earthquake, not risk Stone Edge at all, and just you know, put it in range of maybe Sand knocking out. Sand is gonna, you know, do some nice damage, and also if he tries to Dragon Dance up, I'm still gonna be able to outspeed him. So I guess he hopes that I'm gonna be non-Choice Scarf, but that is not gonna be the case, because I am, and I can knock his Mega Charizard out right now with Earthquake. So if he attacked me again, I mean, he'd be neutral speed, and I can bring in my Mega Diancie and outspeed him anyway, so there was really no way that the Mega Charizard could be able to break through. But it's still scary. Still scary. Like, I could see it maybe doing something with Roost, and Earthquake and Flare Blitz. But yeah, I have Toxic on my Cradily, I think. Or do I? I forget. I think I do. Yeah, I do. So yeah, I would have tried and Toxiced it. But anyways, yeah, in comes the Victini, go for Earthquake, it lives, and down I go to the V-Crate. But it really doesn't matter, since now he lowers his speed and defenses, and now I can just go into whatever I really want, to be honest. I just go into my Diancie, and I can knock out the Victini with the Earth Power! And down it goes, since I'm always going to be faster. And that is going to be a GG Smasher. So, yeah, who would have known? Rock beats fire, and Rock loses to water and grass. But hey, I think I really had a shot at that mono water, not gonna lie. If I just, like, I don't know, what could I have done better? I don't know. It was just tough. Maybe just, like, predicted a little bit more. I feel like I should have kept, what was it? Mega Diancie, because, like, a little longer in the game. I just wish that Swampert went down to the Moonblast. That's what I wish. Because it just lived on like so little HP. Because Mega Diancie is my main way of just breaking through his team, and it just died. And I should have kept Cradily healthier for the Greninja. Unless Greninja would just like annihilate me with something, I don't know, in his move pool. Because he had extra sensory, so who knows what he had. And then Kevin. Kevin, I just wish Mega Venusaur was just not so bulky. I wish I went for the Stone Edge on the Mega Venusaur instead of Crunch, but I was scared of him going into like Kartana or Virizion. I mean, he can go Virizion and Crunch, but I mean, I was scared of Ferrothorn as well. I was really thinking he might go Kartana too, I don't know. I should have went for the Stone Edge. Oh well, I mean, Kartana also destroys Mono Rock, like literally. It literally just like clicks Smart Strike or Sacred Sword. So, yeah. Oh, so we got 2 wins of Mono Fire, so that's good. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe, do your thing, and yeah, common question of the day is, what is your favorite monotype? Last time I asked you what monotype should I use, I got some teams from people saying they want me to use this type and this and that type. So now, what's your favorite monotype? Leave it down in the comments, and I'll see you guys next video. Peace, peace.